Hey, what's up everyone? It's Zolbeck. Today I'm gonna show you an insane gameplay and a build. The build is kinda insane. It got proposed by my friend Chipendalf. He's a top tier mage. You probably see him a lot in OPR. He's always doing some like 20 to like 30 plus skill, and that's an insane mage. He always been mage from the start, so he know the meta about it. I've been mage from the start too, but I like doing all type of stuff, so sometimes I get like away from the meta a bit, but he told me to go medium, Firestaff, and Blunderbuss with fire harnessing on all the pieces. I think I had fire harnessing on 3 or 4 pieces on this build. Um, I focused like to get fire pillar, fireball, and I wish I had plague splitting grenade, but I had not. Like it's still a burger build, you can see, and I made it quick with a bunch of random shit I got from mutation because yeah, I'm poor as fuck right now, and I don't want to spend time making money. But yeah, uh, so oh, what is that? Wait a second, I'm gonna put it there and put it in the garbage after it. Alright, so yeah, the gameplay is kinda insane. I was with some friend and we got against like Supple and Dropout like 3 games in a row, and there was always like 2 5 men on the other team for some reason, and our team was like some bow user that was absolutely trash. So I kinda got bored and I gone back cap by myself. I was like, fuck off, man. I don't want to be there into the clump anymore. Like, I just want to have fun, I like doing going back cap alone because if you just do the Zerg fight and you are only a 5 man there fighting against a Zerg, you're not gonna push forward and capture the objective. But if you go back cap, you're gonna get an objective and get more chance to win. And at the same time, their PvEer cannot build their fort because if they build their fort, they gain empower, they get a respawn, and that can be really bad. So yeah, I've played competitive in the past, in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, in those old school Call of Duty, and there was a lot of domination. You know what's domination? There's the 3 objective, like in your world, and when the other team have a good rhythm and they hold mid too strong, you need to go back cap. And it's not a strat that come from New World. It comes straight up. If you look some competitive gameplay uh, in Call of Duty, even nowadays, it's gonna be that. The people gonna go back cap when the mid is too strong. They have the good position, man. They got the high ground or something, so you go back cap and it's gonna be easier like that. It's just using your brain to make it succeed. There's nothing wrong about back capping, and people who say that it's it's bad or something and you need to like, bro, you're just using your brain to win the game, alright? So yeah, like, I what I think about that is if the Wolf team rotate to back cap, maybe it's a bit too much because you're gonna lack people in mid. You still need to bait people at middle if you want to do it right. And you need to make sure that they don't reach your respawn if possible. So yeah, you're gonna try to reach the back cap with 1 to 3 people, maybe 5 maximum. You don't try to have like more than 5 people over there. Sometimes like it's just useless. So yeah, if you can, like in that video, I did not do it because I don't really care. But if you really want to win, you go back cap and you build a spawner there. So your teammate gonna spawn there and it's gonna straight up give you some support, and they're gonna be able to go back cap mid from the back. So they're not gonna have to pass through the road and through the regular respawn and get spawn trapped by the other people. So that's a big, huge thing. And then you can build door and shit, but I think just the spawner sometimes is enough to change everything in the game. and then you just stay there and defend it. I think for the solo player, it's one of the best thing to do because you can do 1v2 all the time over there, and you know, 1v2 give you adrenaline, it's fun, and I really love it. So yeah, this is how I did that gameplay. I think I explained almost everything. Soon I'm gonna put the build that I did. You have to tell me if I did something wrong. I did not copy and paste Chipendalf build. It just told me go Firestaff with Blunderbuss medium, and I did myself a build for that, and I've gone with it. Maybe I'm a bit wrong, but you know, I think that build is insane, and I managed to 1v2 people easy. Uh, I s- I did not add Pestilence into that play, but then later I took Pestilence and I started to upgrade it, and I still miss a challenge like killing people in the open world. I'm gonna probably do it today, and I'm gonna do more clip like that, but with the Pestilence, and that's gonna be insane. If you don't know what is it, it's a Blunderbuss artifact that is pretty good. I already started to do a couple clip with that. I already have some 1v2 with the Pestilence, and it's not even done upgrading, so it's probably better than the Blunderbuss I have right now. But you're gonna see the Blunderbuss I got from Mutation is pretty good, man. It's like King Vicious, King Empower. I feel like it's insane. It's lacking a bit of disease, you know, but disease are not everything. For sure, in this game, it's insanely strong, but yeah, you know, you can do with it if you're pretty good. So yeah, um, I feel like when the people come at you, you better start engaging with the Firestaff. You put a couple burn on them, and then you switch to Blunderbuss. Because if you start with Blunderbuss, I feel like it's not that good. Like it's good, but they're gonna be like they're gonna have a good distance from you, and the blunderbuss not gonna hit hard. But with the fire staff, it's the same strength. And then when they get closer during the duel, poop, you pull out the blunderbuss and you burst it, and you can get closer by yourself or let them do. That depend on their build a bit. But yeah, blunderbuss is insane. Don't sleep on it. So yeah, this is the build guide starting now, alright? So this is the medium blunderbuss fire staff. I got like all my piece, I got them for free, alright? So you can get them all for free too, and it's kinda almost all mutation gear. You can craft better for sure, but this is a all for free build, right? So I got that. Trust conditioning, always good. Fire harnessing, you kinda need it. You're gonna see I have a fire gem into my blunderbuss. Convert 50% of my DPS in fire. And I got 3 fire harnessing piece. That means I do 6% more fire DPS. But what make it better is on the int, I got the 10% elemental DPS. And right now I got the wrong stats because I did not take the int food and I have a lot of uh wait, what's the name? I got too much magnify. Yes, sorry. So you don't see it, but usually I got 200 con and all the rest in intel, alright? So yeah, you see I have 10% elemental damage there, plus 6% because of the tree fire harnessing. So like that I'm at 16% more fire DPS, but it's converting half of my DPS. So the 16% become a 8% DPS, alright? So don't be too much confused on that. Uh, what happened is the blunderbuss have some fire attack. You see the splitting grenade when they fall on the ground, it do fire. And same from the Azot shrapnel blast. You see like that, that's fire DPS. And that's fire DPS too. So you benefit a lot from getting the fire gem into your shit and putting some fire harnessing for the blunderbuss. And mostly if you have the 5 fire harnessing, alright? So yeah, I got that from Mutation. Primeville, I think it's from a Corrupted Dungeon like Depths or Dynasty, but I'm not sure. Like maybe it's the new dungeon too. Yeah, I like one of the two new dungeon. But I don't care. Who care? All right. It have like the beast skin and it's a new skin. I'm a guess it's come from Savage Define, but it's hard to tell. It just from mutation you can get that type of stuff. Whatever the entry you do, you just spam them and you get some good stuff out of it. All right. So for the Fire Lord Kriras, I'm gonna show you how to get that. You go wherever you want that there's a gypsum killing. All right. If you want to know if there's a gypsum killing, you just go on the map. You zoom on the map. On the city. Oh, look, there's a gypsum killing there. All right, and then you teleport to there, and you're gonna be able to. You see the gypsum killing is there, but I cannot put. Oh yeah, gypsum killing. There you go. I'm gonna go there real quick and show you guys how it works. I just remember I need the mutation material. I type mat in there and like, do I have it on me? Oh yeah, I have it on me. You need the dense mutation material like that. And then you go there and you type fire. Then you're gonna have the Fire Lord stuff. And then you craft that and you're gonna have fire harnessing with enchanted ward and the third perk is random. You can roll some till you get what you want. Alright. So I took mine, what I got on the first try, I kept it because it was fine. It was with refreshing. So yeah, I got 2 pieces of that on me, and that's pretty good. As that crystal, it come from the mutation again. It's a drop you can get from any mutation, and yeah, slash conditioning, you know, it's pretty good because there's a lot of great sword users, sword and shield user. Uh, they are everywhere. Great axe. Slash conditioning is like one of the great perk right now. The tumbler feet wrap. Um, If you want to know where it comes, just put Tumblr feedweb on Google and you're gonna see which expedition it come from, and then you just go and get it. So yeah, I have a bit of slash conditioning and trust conditioning, but for the rest is mostly like Enchanted Ward and DPS thing. What is good about the Tumblr is the Empower right there. And 45, yeah, so and you got a shrinking eel. Like it's kind of crazy when you think about it, all that into one artifact. It's insane. I did put my fire pillar on it just because I need fire pillar, you know. And I it's a low budget build, so I took a fire staff that I had into my bank with fireball just because I did not wanted to craft a piece with fireball, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's worth it. You're not like I think with fire attunement, this fire staff would be kind of bis. But yeah, I had one with frost attunement, and why not? Um, you can have fireball on your gear. It's not that much a difference. Seriously, yeah. So for the blunderbuss, you can have better. I think this blunderbuss is one of the best free blunderbuss, like King Vicious, King Empower. You're sure to do good DPS with that, but you are better with the Pestilence for sure. Like Pestilence probably there, yeah. The Pestilence, as you can see, it got poison, decrease incoming, and all that shit, plague, pest. So that's insane. You can read it if you want. I'm not gonna do it for you. Um, you can like I need to upgrade it and defeat open world enemy player to make it upgrade. It's why in that video I had this one right there. For the amulet, I had stamina recovery, health shrinking, empowered, a good old champion amulet. You know, it's amazing. beats. Seriously, you know, it's pretty hard to find better for a fire mage. Maybe I'm gonna try one day to craft one, but seriously, I just do so many different builds that if I start spending into that, I'm just gonna be even more broke. So I took this string mostly for the RT and Keen. I feel like you see I have Vicious, but I don't have Keen on my Firestaff. So I kinda need Keen somewhere because if you don't have some, you just don't crit. So yeah, you got Keen from that, and you got a bit of crit from the Firestaff tree. You see right there, your Firestaff ability gain 10% chance to crit, but it's only the ability. So yeah, the AV attack it helped with that. The crippling, I still have a use with that because of the net shot. You know, 30% longer on the net shot is long because net shots do last very long. I got refreshing toast, regenerating, and fortifying toast. It's pretty good. I I don't know between empowering toast and fortifying toast what's the best, but I feel like I'm probably empower cap already because of the tumbler and the stamina, not the shrinking power you see. So yeah, it's 4 stack. It can go 12% with that 12. So it's like 37%, and then there's my fire staff. Um, my fire staff empower too. It just go way over the board if I put empowering toast. But if you don't have like shrinking and power on your amulet, maybe going with empowering toast gonna help you get a bit of power. And they did buff empowering toast to like 8 seconds instead of 3, so it kinda worth it. But fortifying toast, 20% fortify into a medium. It really do well because you know in medium you have more armor, so the percentage you gain from fortify is just bigger. I had the regular stuff, the consumable, because you know you don't need the biggest consumable in OPR, just a waste of money. You can use it if you want, but you know, I like to do like other people to don't have too much big gap between, and people are gonna say, oh, you use the strongest potion and you think you're good doing 1v2 because you use better buff? Nah, bro, it's just like that. Alright, so you're gonna see in OPR when you put your mouse over the hunting stone, the weak hunting stone and the powerful hunting stone do the same thing. So make sure to use the weak hunting stone and not the big one, it's a waste. Energizing RT meal are underrated. Most of the time I forget him, and even in mutation I did forget them a lot. I use fruit salad and desert sunrise too. I don't have some on me, but desert sunrise. Yep, yep, yep. So I'm gonna go with my build. Uh, Firestaff build first. I really like that build. I think the combat speed is underrated, and you need to remember that you have it because if you like the dash away from your enemy and you swap weapon, you're gonna lose the haste. So you need to make sure to remember you have that and keep your fire staff into your hand during 5 seconds after doing your burnout. It's gonna help you to run away for sure. Overall, everything into that, I think it's great. Pretty hard to do better. Maybe you can try to take off the rune of Helios to put something else, but and I feel the explosion on the burnout is kind of a waste. But yeah, it's your choice. I don't use the stuff on the burnout. It's mostly escape ability, not going into a clump and trying to explode into it. You see what I mean? I don't use the mana right there because I have mana potion for sure, and EV attack gives you some mana too. So you don't really need it, and your offhand is the blunderbuss that use no mana, so it's very rare that you're gonna lack mana with that build, so you don't need to gain mana from that or that. For the blunderbuss, this is my blunderbuss tree. Tell me if I'm wrong. I did that by myself, and I feel it's pretty good. I really wanted the last chance because I think it's a really strong perk, and yeah, if you are in trouble, it can save your life really hard. Mostly in medium and heavy armor, you know. But yeah, if I'm wrong, just tell me. This is what I put. The net shot is OP. Uh, I wish I had maybe the weapon perk of net shot and the weapon perk of splitting grenade in my shit, but I don't. So yeah, it's not a big deal because if I was playing off a group, if you play off 5 men and you want to then you're gonna need more plague because the other group gonna have pocket healer too. So you need to reduce the heal and you're gonna hit a bit the healer and hit a bit the clump. So both of them gonna have the disease on and be affected by it. I just Shrapnel Blast do a lot of DPS. It's kinda insane. Mostly if the people get hit by the small bomb that get off the ground. It's insane. And you need to remember that the unload, what it does. So you use a ability, you use a light attack. Ability, light attack. So when you use you got 2 more pellet per shot. Uh, you're gonna forget to do it sometime. Like I know most of the time I use ability, light attack, then another ability, and then I forget. Like I use my net shot later, so I need to be better on my unload. But it's still, I think it's very good and really worth it. Tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe that is better, and I don't know. Like if you fight into a clump, maybe you're gonna need more of that to pull more splitting grenade, but there's so much blunderbuss around that I'm not even sure about it. So yeah, this is the build. I hope you guys are happy with that. Try it. Tell me if you think it's good, if I need to change something to make it better. The gem, as you can see, the gem, I only have 3 malachite and the rest are diamond because most of the DPS you're gonna get is from melee DPS. In this meta, everyone is like AV melee DPS or like medium melee DPS, and yeah, I know mage a lot. I've been main mage during a long time, so when I see a mage, I just know how to dodge it and how to counter it. So having stuff to counter mage for me is not the best thing. So I did put a lot of resistance for the slash, strike, and thrust, and the standard damage resistance. But yeah, there's not that much a big difference. You see, it's 888 on the elemental, so it's not that much a big deal. Um, but yeah, it's maybe gonna change with the meta. But this build, I'm pretty sure is gonna stay good during a long time. Uh, have fun with it. I wish you guys a good day. Peace out.